Erik ten Hag shook his head in disbelief after his team were desperately unlucky to be denied a second goal. But that was nothing compared to ten Hag's anger as his team totally switched off for Joao Pedro to grab a 95th-minute winner. Pedro was left completely unmarked to head a dramatic clincher following a cross from sub Simon Adingra. And what a start in England for Brighton's 31-year-old manager Fabian Hürzeler, whose team crushed Everton a week earlier. And credit to him for urging his team to push forward at the end rather than settle for a point. United's Amad Diallo cancelled out a first opener from former United striker Danny Welbeck. United were incredibly unfortunate, though, and the main talking point was the goal that never was in the 70th minute. Joshua Zirkzee and Alejandro Ganacho had combined to give United a late winner in the first game of the Premier League season against Fulham. Ganacho then thought he had made it 2-1, but incredibly, his shot came off the knee of new £36 million striker Zirkzee, who was on the line. Zirkzee was already on his backside because he was attempted to turn in the cross from Bruno Fernandes before it had reached Ganacho, who had only been on the pitch for 5 minutes. There was no way Zirkzee could get out of the way, and even though the ball was definitely going in, and virtually over the line, it had to be ruled out by VAR as the linesman did not flag. Ten Hag not only stuck with the starting 11 which beat Fulham 8 days earlier, but kept the same substitutes bench, meaning there was once again no place for Jadon Sancho. Nevertheless, Diallo should have given United an early lead, but he steered a close-range volley wide following a terrific cross from Diogo Dalot. Although he did not have much time to think, he would surely have scored had he tried a diving header. Casemiro, unmarked at a free kick from Diallo, sent a header sailing over the bar, but then complained that the delivery should have been further forward so he could run onto it. Had he scored, though, he might have been flagged offside. It was certainly a forgettable game for Marcus Rashford, who was later subbed, and it was from his over-hit pass to Bruno Fernandes that saw Brighton take the lead. United's defence failed to clear the initial pass from Joao Pedro. Kaoru Mitoma slid the ball back across the face of the goal and Welbeck stuck his leg out to score. Harry Maguire should have done better and cut out the initial cross, although he would have risked turning the ball into his net. Afterwards, he was clearly telling his teammates that he could not reach Mitoma pass as he had stuck out his leg at full stretch. Fernandes complained to referee Craig Pawson that he was fouled in the build-up by Joel Veltman after failing to reach the pass from Rashford. But in the least surprising event of the match, Fernandes had thrown himself to the floor after minimal contact. At half-time, knowing his system without a recognized central striker was not working, Ten Hag replaced Mason Mount for Zirkzee. But in the opening moments of the second half, James Milner had a half-decent chance, but his long-range shot flew over the bar. Milner had an even better opportunity, and while he slipped the ball past keeper Onana, Dalot was able to clear. Welbeck came agonizingly close to getting his second, but he headed Yankuba Minter's free kick against the bar. And no sooner had United escaped again, they punished Brighton with an equaliser. Diallo was sent clear by an excellent pass from Noussair Mazraoui. He raced into the area, turned Jack Hinchelwood and then smacked a shot towards the corner, and even though it took a heavy touch off Jan-Paul van Hecke, it was going in anyway. Ganacho replaced Rashford, and 5 minutes later, the Argentine, who was unlucky to start on the bench, thought he had scored only to see the effort ruled out by VAR. At the end, Brighton had a few chances and sub Julio Enciso came close in injury time, and we thought that might be the final chance. But incredibly, United failed to clear a corner and Adringa picked out Pedro to score.